guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs and welcome to your instant match reaction to Republic of Ireland's 1-1 draw with Azerbaijan in the World Cup qualifier this evening. I'm doing this literally 2 minutes after the final whistle. So, yeah, look, frustration I think is the word I'd use, to be honest with you. There was a lot of frustration throughout that match watching it. Doing a lot of good things in that game. I mean, first 20 minutes we came out, guys, created some great opportunities. Coleman had a good chance where he wasn't closed down, he was free, but an awful effort was left foot. I did some great work actually getting through down the wing. Got into the box, back to Connolly. It was well blocked, to be fair, by Azerbaijan, but we were getting into great opportunities, great positions. Sometimes, a lot of the time, especially as the second half wore on as well, the decision making, or a pass that we had when we might have had men over and things like that, goes over the line for a throw and things like simple stuff, frustrating stuff. The team setup was fine, to be honest with you. We obviously went 3-5-2 again. He went with Bazunu in goal, Doherty right wing back, McLean left wing back, Egan, Coleman, who got forward an awful lot, to be fair, as well, and Duffy were the three centre backs. In midfield, we went with Josh Cullen and Malumbi. And then we kind of went with Parrott, Connolly in behind Ida, but the two of them had license to go wide as well at times. Look, I don't know, the setup was fine, it worked quite well, but we'd over 20 shots overall in the game, 23 or 24 shots, and that doesn't count a lot of good crosses that went into the box that maybe weren't capitalised on as well, or the final ball on occasions when we'd really good opportunities as well. Like, we had a lot of opportunities to smash the score, and in the end, we got lucky to get a late equaliser through a Shane Duffy header from across. I think it might have been Josh Cullen, guys. I'm not too sure. Let me know if you know who crossed the ball into him. And the goal itself, the Azerbaijan got, that really annoyed me. Really annoyed me. Cullen and Coleman were awful for that. Good strike, don't get me wrong. It's a great strike. But he picks the ball up on the edge of the area. He has a touch. Has another little touch. Everything's done slowly, not at pace. Another touch. Has a look up, decides to take a shot. Now, it's a great strike. But Coleman and Cullen, they're just not closing that down. No attempt to close it down. You got to close it down. I don't know what they're at there. Very frustrating. Not much Bazuna could do with that goal. And that's right in half time. Literally right in half time. I think we had the tip off and that was half time. You're thinking at half time, we're 1-0 down here. We've played well to a point. As in, we're creating opportunities, we're creating overloads. The amount of times we created overloads, guys, and it didn't result in a strike on goal. Very frustrating. And yeah, Horgan, came on at half time for Connolly. I didn't think Connolly was that bad, actually. I thought he made things happen. He had one strike, a nice cross into Adam Ida as well, which was a difficult header, to be fair, but he had it wide. Horgan came on. Was probably similar, actually, to Connolly as well. He set up a chance as well, but he also was guilty of, I wouldn't even say giving the ball away, but kind of overhit passes, underhit passes, kicking the ball out when we had overloads in the wing and things like that. That was frustrating, to be fair. In the second half again, we more or less completely dominated. A lot of crosses into the box, some good chances created. Some chances where we had chances, if you like, but the final ball was poor or the wrong decision was made. It was an awful lot of that, despite having 22, 23 shots in the match. Awful lot of that. Their keeper was dodgy. Very dodgy under the high ball, and dodgy in general. And we didn't really take advantage of that, I feel. Later on in the game, then, Bazuna is forced to make a good save, actually, which was a rare attack. Probably the first proper attack since they scored, actually. And he makes a good save, to be fair. And that allows us, I suppose, to draw the match, to be fair. And that's one saving grace, I think, that we drew the game. But it's very frustrating, guys, because the team set up, it's fine. What more can you do? If you're a manager or coach, what more can you do here? We don't have enough players capable of scoring goals. We've players snatching at chances. A lot of people are saying, say the last against Portugal, Connolly, we need to get him out of the team. We've nobody better. Horgan isn't a better player than Connolly. Definitely not. So we don't have better players who can come in and score goals. I thought Adam Eda did very well up front, I have to say. I think he did very well up front, to be fair, in general. His general play was good, his movement and things like that. Um, but, guys, I'll just get into the player ratings. I'm going to give a brief player ratings as well, so that'll kind of give me more, give you more context in the game as well. First of all, we've Gavin Bazunu in goal. I've got to give Gavin a 7 out of 10. Made one good save, didn't have to do much else. He did drop the ball, which could have been dangerous actually late in the game as well. So I'll give him a 7. On to Coleman. I'll give Coleman a 6. I tried to drive us on quite well at times, but that effort he had, where he had a lot of space, and that left-footed effort was dreadful, and he was responsible for the goal as well. So 6. But did try and drive us on and get forward as well, and did a lot of good work in that regard. Egan, funnily enough, got a lot of crosses into the box with the position he was taking up. Give him a 6 as well. Defended quite well. Didn't do an awful lot wrong. And Duffy, I'm going to give him a 7 basically because he got the goal, to be honest. Left wing back, actually McLean, unpopular opinion I'd say, but McLean, 8 out of 10, man the match for me, our best player on the pitch. Played that wing back role very well. I thought he linked up quite well with Connolly in the first half in particular. Second half, he got some crosses into the box, into dangerous areas that weren't taken advantage of. Didn't give the ball away an awful lot, to be fair. Sometimes he can be guilty of that. So it was quite decent in possession as well. Got back well when he had to get back, and brought the ball inside and he had to. So I thought he had a very good game, to be fair. Doherty on the right, I give it a 7. Better in the second half. Much better in the second half. He drove us on, got into good areas as well. Was taken off, but mainly because we changed the system. Collins came on to play with Ida. I'd give him a solid enough 7 there. Midfield with Cullen, Malumbi. I'm going to give Malumbi a 5, to be honest with you. Average performance. Was taken off later on because I think he was going to get sent off, to be honest. One more foul and he was gone. A couple of dodgy tackles. The one he did get booked for in the keeper might have been a little bit harsh, maybe, because his eyes are on the ball, but he does kind of take him out of it, to be fair, at the same time. He hasn't been playing football, and I think he suffered for that. Cullen, I've got to give a 7. I'm not sure if he played the cross into the box, guys, for Duffy or not. So let me know in the comments, but I'll give him a 7. Actually, do you know what? Sorry, I'm giving him a 6 because, as I said, he was responsible for that goal we conceded as well, by not closing down. And it's not as if he had plenty of time to get out. You need to get out there. At times, some decent passes, but some wrong decisions as well. Not as good as he was against Portugal. Who else have we got? We've got Troy Parrish, 5 as well. I think he was non-existent for most of it. He did have a one shot in the match where the keeper saved it reasonably comfortably. But he struggled. I don't know. He didn't really link up with Ida, but at the same time, he didn't link up with the midfield. He struggled to find his identity, I think, in the game, to be honest with you. And I just think the game passed him by a bit, and he ended up getting taken off. I'm going to give him a 5. And then up front, Adam Ida. It's a tough one for Adam. 7.5, because I don't think it's quite as good as McLean. He did have an opportunity to score with a header, which he could have done better with. Not the one from Connolly across from, I believe it was Horgan. He could have done better with in the second half. But hold up play very good. Running into the channels very good. He's raw. There's a lot of improvement in him, but you can see what he has. I thought he ran himself into the ground, so giving him 7.5. Aaron Connolly then, I'm going to give... It's a difficult one because he's taken off half-time. I'll give him and Horgan both 6s because I thought two players done good things in the game or did good things in the game, but particularly Horgan, I thought he gave the ball away cheaply at times on transition when we great opportunities on transition. So that was disappointing. Connolly probably been unlucky to be taken off at half time, to be honest with you, because he was providing something. I'm not saying he was brilliant, but he was providing something. And that's it in the player ratings, guys. Overall, just very frustrating. I think a point is better than none, obviously. I like what we're trying to do, but we just don't have enough goals in our team, guys. I mean, there's not much more you can do. Reminded me of the Slovakia game, actually, which was Kenny's first game, actually. Creating chances and opportunities for chances and just not taking them, poor decision making. I do like the direction we're going in. It is nice to watch. And but there's not much more you can do. You can't make players put the ball in the back of the net. So I don't really know, guys. What do you think? This is obviously an instant reaction. So yourself, your thoughts can change a little bit on that, but definitely one of frustration at the moment. So like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. And hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. And cheers for watching. Good luck.